the portal to the outside world, and you should take steps to ensure safe browsing and block malicious content. A web browser provides a graphical user interface to the internet and supports obtaining information in a wide variety of formats. From viewing content on a web page to emailing, watching video, chatting, or playing games. An insecure browser can monitor your web surfing habits, install malware, generate pop-ups, log keystrokes, and steal passwords. While browsing, you can be a victim of a malicious program called a drive-by download that is able to get installed unintentionally by simply clicking on the wrong content. The malicious program can install spyware, which can monitor information on a user's viewing habits while on the internet, and then sends that information to a remote computer without the user's knowledge. It can even allow other malware, such as a Trojan horse, to be installed, allowing access to your files. Even using JavaScript can put your computer at risk, as it continues to have vulnerabilities. You should only use JavaScript when you're on a trusted site. In addition to commonly known malware variants, newer attacks involve crypto miners that are also called drive-by mining. This installs software on your machine and conducts crypto mining while sending the results to the malicious party. Every browser can be configured to provide another layer of security, such as deciding how and when sites can use your location, whether you want to allow cookies, avoiding add-ons and helpers, and blocking unwanted pop-ups. Let's take a look at some steps to lock down your browser and avoid malicious activities. Let's start with add-ons. These are ways to personalize your browsing experience. There are many add-ons available. I'm in Mozilla. I'll drop down on the upper right-hand side this menu choice and go to add-ons. And this brings up Personalize your Firefox. And here you can see, if you do have any add-ons, some of the extensions, some recommendations that you might want, some plugins, and themes. You'll want to avoid risky websites. Use a safe search tool that warns you when going to a malicious site. Here we see on this web page, visiting this website may harm your computer. Now you want to avoid this site if you were to get this message. You'll also want to adjust settings to warn you when sites try to install add-ons and block reported web forgery and attack sites. Here we see this message, reported web forgery. And as you can see, it says it's reported as a web forgery and has been blocked based on your security preferences. Web forgeries are created to lure you into those and trick you into revealing personal information. JavaScript can be insecure, and here's a web page that talks about how to disable it. And there are many different browsers. As you can see, it talks about the different browsers and what you can do to disable JavaScript. Keep in mind, these options can change. Also, make sure that we're blocking malicious content. And here we can see again in Mozilla, we are doing some content blocking. The one thing that's really important is we want to make sure that we have the freshest browser information. So here we see Firefox updates, and keep Firefox up to date for best performance, stability, and security. Here it says Firefox is up to date, but if we go to help, we can also see about Firefox, and again, we see that Firefox is up to date. And because you might be on any other browser that is available today, we can see on this web page, updatemybrowser.org, this helps us to see if you have the latest version. So there are many things that you can do to ensure that you have safe browsing.